I am mad, but also oddly hyped, all at the same time, bro. It's mad weird, but I'll explain it a bit. Anyway, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. I don't know why my phone did not go off at all, because obviously I have the Legends Twitter accounts, like, you know, set to all notifications on, but I'm recording this at 3:40 a.m. This information dropped 40 minutes ago. So again, as of the recording of this video. So I'm a little bit behind, but better late than never. We did get a brand new cryptic message, obviously hinting towards one of the new units we'll be getting for the next LF banner, because remember, we do know for sure that we are getting another LF unit because they confirmed that in the last reveals and stuff. So that's not a secret. But with this cryptic message, I significantly doubt that this is going to be the LF unit. And of course, like, it wouldn't make sense for this to be the LF unit because the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour actually starts today. But tomorrow's when we're going to be getting, you know, all the information about the Dragon Ball games and the series and all that stuff. So it would make sense that they reveal the new unit tomorrow during the Battle Hour. But apart from all that though, as you're seeing on, or, you know, you guys are seeing the image on the screen and whatnot, you see like a present box, a heart, a shopping bag, like another like type of container for like presents or whatever, and boots, the car, all sorts of stuff, right? There is literally only one character this fits, only one, right? And obviously this character could be in correlation with another that could end up being our LF unit, but for this hint in particular, it literally only hints towards one thing, and this has me very excited, although it also pisses me off at the same time. And again, I'll explain. There is no room for any type of like misunderstanding with this hint. It's BULLA. It is literally BULLA, well, BULLA GT specifically, because obviously BULLA exists in, you know, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. But this is hinting towards BULLA GT. I don't even know how. Like, I don't even know how. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm hyped for this, right? Because BULLA in a 3D Dragon Ball game, I don't think she's really playable. Actually, no, BULLA is not playable in Dragon Ball Fusions, but her fusion with Pan is. So, and then obviously she's in Dokkan, but that's a 2D Dragon Ball game. She's not in the Xenoverse series. Actually, she's never been playable in any modern 3D Dragon Ball game. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't even believe she's in Heroes. So apart from Dokkan, which more than likely would have her as a unit, and then a half technicality with Dragon Ball Fusions because of her fusion with Pan, she's never been as an individual character in a 3D Dragon Ball game. That blows my mind. And again, let me know if I'm wrong about that in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure that she's not in Heroes, but she's never been in a 3D Dragon Ball game. Not even, I can't even say modern game, just a 3D Dragon Ball game. Now, what's crazy about all of this is, one, I never expected this character to actually become playable in any sense, right? But also, she boosts hybrids, Vegeta Clan, and GT, as well as girls, right? I mean, to be fair, the girls tag is relatively dead, but still, I was never expecting this character to ever release in Legends. Like, it's weird knowing that I can say, oh crap, like, we're gonna run hybrids, we're gonna have, you know, the new Pan Trunks and Giru, we'll have, like, you know, Transform Beast Gohan, and we're gonna throw BULLA in there too. It doesn't even sound right, because we know BULLA doesn't fight, but she actually did partially fight in one specific scenario in GT, and that is going to correlate with, you know, the LF unit, which is why I think this makes a bit of sense. She fought a little bit when Baby took control of her. So I don't know if it's going to be that iteration of BULLA, or for whatever reason, right, they just decide to give us BULLA, right? And she just throws hands, like, she's not a fighter. Like, she doesn't train at all. So maybe BULLA is going to swing like a shopping bag or something. I don't know, which I'm gonna be honest with you, that would be hilarious. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, if it's just regular old BULLA from GT, like before she got taken control over from, you know, by Baby, and her like strike arts is like her like swinging like a shopping bag or like a purse or something, I'm gonna scream because that's freaking hilarious. And then of course by default her ki blast would be rocks. But if it's post baby, when he took control of her, then of course I expect her to have like some sort of fighting style. Her ki blast would be actual ki blasts. And also, since BULLA doesn't train, she doesn't know how to fly. So if it's pre-baby control, then I expect her to have a jetpack. If it's post-baby, then of course she knows how to fly at that point because baby's controlling her. So again, it's weird because we can sit here and speculate all about BULLA, but the thing is, she doesn't have a fighting style apart from when baby took control of her. So we can't even speculate as to how she would function. Like, I mean, we can like, I guess like say a few things, but like, I guess for the grand scale of the scenario, we don't know what to expect with this character. Like, this is kind of, in a sense, the first time that we're gonna have her in a 3D Dragon Ball game. So I'm just along for the ride at this point. I have no issue with that whatsoever. But of course, tying that with the LF unit, right? The LF unit, if it's a villain, then it has to be baby, right? Obviously super baby too. But if it's another hero, then at that point, the only thing it could be would be Vegeta. I mean, did Vegeta do anything in GT that's like LF worthy? I mean, low key, they could do Final Shine Vegeta, like when he, cause he did Final Shine, if I'm not mistaken, against Super 17. So they could do Final Shine Vegeta, I guess, but Final Shine has already been represented in the game more than once. So I don't know about that. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but you know, and I guess in a sense that would correlate directly with BULLA because obviously Vegeta is BULLA's dad. So that could be something, right? If it's a hero, specifically if it's a hero. But if it is a villain, then Super Baby 2 at this point makes the most logical sense, especially because with the campaign, we already got, like, based on like the title screen and like the new picture that we already got those characters situated, right? And this has been a standard thing throughout multiple campaigns where we'll probably get like one new unit and then a Zenkai, but that will be the coverage for like whoever's on the title, right? So it makes sense that it would be something along those lines since we obviously got a new Kid Goku and Omega Shenron recently got a Zenkai. So that could be it, and it seems like we're kind of steering away from just those two, right? Now anything's possible, right? For all we know, the new LF unit could be a new Omega Shenron, which I would not complain about whatsoever. But again, with this hinting towards BULLA, I don't know if the LF unit is going to hint towards Omega Shenron anymore, which it is what it is, right? Now, side note, right? Why am I excited but pissed at the same time that BULLA is potentially getting a character in Dragon Ball Legends? Here's why, right? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for BULLA getting a unit in the game. I think that's really freaking cool, right? Because it's something that literally none of us have ever experienced in a 3D Dragon Ball game. But Goten GT exists! You got, okay, look, this is not a secret to anybody. For the past 5.5 years, like going on 6 now, I have been preaching that we should get Goten GT as a playable character in Dragon Ball Legends. One of the reasons why is because when it comes down to Goten in general, we don't ever get Goten GT in any video game. Not even fusions, bruh. Like, obviously he's playable in Dokkan. He has multiple units in Dokkan. And he's also playable in Heroes, like both just regular old Goten GT, and then of course Goten was Xeno Goten, right? So those two games have that character. Putting them to the side, Goten GT has never been playable in a 3D Dragon Ball game as well. But the difference between Goten GT and BULLA GT is Goten GT has fought. He has a fighting style. He has a moveset. Even if they use the iteration of Goten GT before Baby took control of him, he still has a moveset. He still has one. And then of course, if they do use the iteration of him when Baby took over, he has an even bigger moveset. Like, they could utilize this character. And also, just a super side note, right? My GOAT, Robert McCollum, you know what I'm saying? If you guys don't know, that's the voice actor of Goten GT. and Teen Goten, like, you know, End of Z, Dragon Ball GT, and now Dragon Ball Super, right? He reprised his role as Teen Goten. So my GOAT has never voiced my, okay, I can't really say that anymore. With the exception of the half technicality of Teen Gotenks that we have in Dragon Ball Legends, my GOAT Robert McCollum hasn't voiced Goten GT in a Dragon Ball video game, bruh. I'm tired of this, all right? My GOAT deserves some glory. But all in all, though, it would make a lot more sense for Goten GT to have a unit, especially because in Dragon Ball Legends, again, for like the past 5.5 years, Goten in the game, if you guys haven't noticed, is referred to as Goten Kid, which means that Goten GT, or, well, now it's Dragon Ball Super Superhero being a thing, Team Goten, it had to have been somewhere in the pipeline for them to label Goten as Goten Kid, right? Because if not, they would have just called him Goten. But he's labeled as Goten Kid for whatever reason. I don't know why they won't add Goten GT, but personally speaking, I would prefer him over BULLA, but I'm not opposed to getting BULLA in the game at all. But all in all, though, like, you know, my personal preferences aside, that hint quite literally screams BULLA, right? And again, we all know that as of late, the cryptic messages haven't really hinted towards the main unit. So again, don't worry, BULLA's not going to be our main unit, but I would be surprised if they use this as the hint, and then tomorrow during the battle hour, if they decide to unveil it, then they're like, oh yeah, the 1% sparking unit is VEGETA GT. What? Like, how would that even, well, okay, it kind of correlates because Vegeta did drive her when she was shopping, but still, like, it literally has to be BULLA, because they could easily hint at Vegeta GT using a much better hint than this. And you know what? Just to be safe, I won't even rule out that possibility. I won't rule out that possibility because Vegeta did drive BULLA to get all the stuff, you know, that she wanted to shop for. So I'm gonna go and be safe and say it could be BULLA. I'm strongly believing it's her, but if it's not, then the other choice I would say would be Vegeta GT. That's what I would go with, but I do want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.